doctor make the prescribed contributions. Remember, registration and contribution to the National Health Insurance is mandatory by law. Be compliant, pay on time to avoid prosecution without further notice. National Health Insurance, leaving no one behind.
Wow, that over there is a very nice Ford. Have you seen it?
Of course. I have been looking at it since we got here. My worry is how people manage such vehicles and where they buy genuine parts from.
I'm sure there's nowhere else apart from Schumer Auto Parts. They are the only supplier of genuine Ford and Mazda parts, which comes straight from the manufacturer. They have everything in stock for both latest and ordinary Mazda and Ford. They also stock service parts such as diesel filters, air con filters, diesel pumps, steering pumps, turbochargers, engine overhaul gaskets, suspension parts, and body parts. If they don't have parts you're looking for, they can order within 5 to 10 working days. To top it up, Schumer Auto Parts also supply Maxxis tires and CST tires.
Really? But where are they found?
They are found on Chandram Sonda Road, Cruiser Auto Workshop in Lusaka. Call on 0979 192057 and 0960 747235. Email schumerautoparts@gmail.com. Schumer Auto Parts for all your genuine vehicle parts.
The Happy World of 5FM Radio, or adult contemporary radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events that make news in the global village.
Good evening. This is the 5FM main news. Kawambwa parliamentary seat declared vacant. IBA Managing Director Guntira Muleya murdered. Netanyahu seeks to bolster US support with a Congress speech. This news bulletin is also streaming live on the 5FM Facebook page and YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, I'm Herbert Mutabi. Speaker of the National Assembly, Nelly Muti, has clarified that the Kawambwa parliamentary seat became vacant the moment the area MP, Nixon Chilangwa, was convicted for malicious damage to property. Speaking in a response to an order raised by Luwena MP, Muvita Ananoka, if the two were in order to continue representing their constituencies, Ms. Muti stated that Article 722B of the Constitution provides for the seat to fall vacant when the Member of Parliament is serving a sentence. She, however, ruled that Ronald Chitotera, MP for Pambashe, can continue to serve in Parliament, awaiting a sentencing by the High Court. She adds that the procedure to be followed after a seat falls vacant is provided for under Article 728 of the Constitution. She says the article allows for the Speaker to inform the Electoral Commission of Zambia that the seat is vacant within 7 days. Ms. Muti adds that the MP loses the seat once sentenced to prison. Last Monday, the courts found Nicholas Chilangwa, MP, guilty of malicious damage to property and Ronald Chitotera guilty of arson. This is contrary to Section 335 of the Penal Code, Chapter 87 of the Laws of Zambia. Mr. Chilangwa was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment with hard labor, while Mr. Chitotera awaits judgment.
Once a member of parliament is convicted and sentenced for an offence, that member immediately ceases to hold office as a member of parliament. Therefore, in the case of Nixon Chilangwa MP, his seat became vacant as soon as he was sentenced to imprisonment for 5 years. However, with regard to Honorable Chitotela Kauma, Ronald MP, since he is not yet sentenced by the High Court, he remains a member of Parliament until such time as he shall be sentenced.
President Hakainde Hichilema has appointed Mwabashike Nkulukusa, Member of Parliament for Katuba constituency, as Minister for Central Province. This is in pursuant to Article 117(1) of the Constitution of the Republic of Zambia. President Hichilema has congratulated the minister and wished him God's blessings in his new role. This is contained in a statement issued by State House Chief Communications Specialist Clayson Hamasaka. Police have opened a docket for a case of murder of Independent Broadcasting Authority IBA Managing Director Guntila Muleya, and investigations are currently underway. Police Public Relations Officer Ray Hamonga says Woodlands Police Station today, July 24th, 2024, at approximately 10:30 hours, received a report via phone call from a concerned member of the public in the Njolwe area. Mr. Hamonga says upon receiving this report, the police promptly visited the scene of the crime, located at Palabana Napsa housing along the gravel road. He says that the body of a male individual was found with 2 bullet wounds on the back and head. He says a closer examination revealed a deep bullet wound on the forehead, and 2 bullet cartridges were recovered at the scene.
This morning, the 24th of July 2024, at approximately 10 hours, while on his way to work, he discovered the body of a deceased male on the ground. Upon receiving this report, the police promptly visited the scene of crime, located at Palabana Napsa housing along the gravel road. The body of a male individual was found with 2 bullet wounds on the back and head. A closer examination revealed a deep bullet wound on the forehead. 2 bullet cartridges were recovered at the scene. An identity card was found in the pocket of the victim's trousers, bearing the names of DM Guntila Muleya, Director General of the Independent Broadcasting Authority. A docket of case of murder has been opened and investigations are currently underway.
Government has described the continued strategic cooperative ties between Zambia and China as beneficial to the transformation of the country into an industrial hub. Speaking at a media engagement today, Information and Media Permanent Secretary Tabo Kawana stated that President Hichilema's recent visit to China transformed Zambia's bilateral ties with China to a cooperative and friendly relationship. He alluded that the alignment of Zambia's 8th development plan with China's shared support for Pan-Africanism is significant. Mr. Kawana says China's support to Zambia transform into an industrial hub is noteworthy. He adds that Zambia's endowment with natural resources positions it in a better place to take advantage of the demand for renewable energy components and systems. Mr. Kawana states that the agreements are signed, such as for smartphone assembly and ICT infrastructure improvement, are concrete steps towards achievement of the ambition. He further states that the agreements are signed through President Hichilema's visit, including the smartphone assembly, ICT infrastructure improvement, concrete steps towards the realization of the ambition. And speaking at the same event, Chinese Minister Chancellor Xia Zhe of the embassy, Wang Sheng, reiterated the bilateral relationship between Zambia and China.
China's commitment to support Zambia's ambition to transform into an industrial hub is particularly noteworthy. With our rich resource endowments, Zambia is well positioned to capitalize on the growing demand for renewable energy components and systems. The agreement signed during President Hichilema's visit, including those the smartphone assembly plants and ICT infrastructure improvements are concrete steps towards realizing this vision.
Acting Community Development and Social Services Minister Brenda Tambatamba has emphasized the need for robust social protection policies to improve the lives of people in the nation. Speaking at the 2024 Social Protection Joint Annual Review Conference this morning, Ms. Tambatamba notes that according to the 2022 Living Conditions Monitoring Report, 58% of the population lives below the national poverty line, with extreme poverty rates highest in Western Province at 78.6%. The minister highlighted the need for concerted efforts among stakeholders to address poverty and vulnerability, emphasizing that it is a matter of justice. She praised the inspirational leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema and called for critical areas of focus to ensure effective program delivery and impact. She says the conference marks a significant step towards strengthening Zambia's social protection programs, aiming to lift millions out of poverty and vulnerability. And with a unified approach, the government and stakeholders can make a meaningful difference in the lives of the Zambian people.
In an effort to provide support to vulnerable drought-affected households, government has provided support to households not benefiting from the regular social cash transfer program, and those already benefiting from the regular social cash transfer program. In all, 952,570,000 newly registered and eligible households for the emergency cash transfer response are receiving a cash transfer amounting to 400 kwacha per month for the 12 months duration of the intervention.
In other news trending this evening, Water Resources Management Authority, WAMA Acting Director General Misozi Lumpa has expressed a profound gratitude to the International Water Management Institute for being a reliable and all-weather cooperating partner, represented by Dr. Jiraji Amanath. Tourism Minister Rodney Skumba has underscored the need for parents to encourage their children to embrace technical skills as compared to white-collar jobs. Up next, business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
In business news, economic expert Daniel Muya has projected the kwacha beginning to have long-term benefits and trickling down to the economy. Speaking in an interview with 5FM News, Mr. Muya says to monitor inflation, interest rates, and other factors that are important on the monetary side of the economy, it is important for the nation to have its currency as the main medium of exchange. He has expressed gratitude in the Zambian currency as such gives the nation sovereignty to be able to make decisions regarding the quantity that should be in circulation, as well as monitoring its value through different markets like Forex and inflation. Mr. Muya mentioned that having the head of state declare that all transactions should only be undertaken in the Zambian kwacha is a good thing for Zambia. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has warned Zambia against a proposed de-dollarization initiative, citing the potential undermining of inflation control efforts. Ends the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
In foreign news, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will address a joint session of the U.S. Congress in a bid to bolster support for his country's war against Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Mr. Netanyahu was invited by the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, whose Republican Party is trying to show unflinching support for Israel. But more than 30 Democratic lawmakers have said that they will not attend, including influential former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. In sports news, Tour de France champion Tadej Pogacar says the Slovenian Olympic Committee's decision in not selecting his girlfriend, Uska Zigat, helped sway his decision to withdraw from Paris 2024. Pogacar, who won his third Tour title on Sunday, pulled out of the games with extreme fatigue, the OKS said in a statement on Monday. The Giro d'Italia Tour de France double winner competed in a criterium race in the Netherlands on Tuesday. We now have the evening weather report. Stay tuned.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
The evening will be clear, windy at times, and warm to mild. Ends the weather report.
Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
That item brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, a recap of the top stories. Kawamba parliamentary seat declared vacant. IBA Managing Director Guntira Murea Medad. Netanyahu seeks to bolster US support with a Congress speech. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the Happy World of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. I'm Herbert Mutabi.